All right. If it isn't the Crazy Canuck.
Hey, Daryl. Just stopped by Kenny's to fuel up on K-Bobs. My secret to all this winning, you know?
Yeah. Bueno kebabs. Is that how you slayed everybody in the holiday mod rods race?
Hilarious, Daryl. We all have a bad day. How tasty is that loss in the...
Don't even. We put that baby to bed. Hey, there's a little fiesta in the making. Party at the Moon Tower. Full kegs. Everybody's gonna be there.
Oh, I know, eh? I had the kegs delivered.
Welcome back to Live Young Diecast. A little taste there of the chit-chat that goes on trackside before these races, and it's everything we expect. All right, groups 5 and 6 of the Ferrari series in the Diecast Euro Cup. That happens now. We've got 4-car groups, rotating lap positions, and 5, 3, 2, 1, and 0 for points. Group DNFs will be reset. The top 2 drivers will advance. This here is Group 5. Up first, number 49, that's Cupcake from Rust Belt Racing. He's in the 308 GTB, and that's 65 grams. All right, number 32, Steve Stevenson from Chaos Canyon. He's also in the 308 GTB, sitting on 41 grams. Number 69, Arlo from Arlo Racing. He's in the F512M, weighing in at 68 grams. And finally, number 48, Bay City Darrell from Bay City Diecast Racing. He's in the 308 GTS convertible, sitting on 47 grams. Let's head up to the top for lap 1. Steve Stevenson is in pole, up front with Arlo, Cupcake, and Bay City Darrell sitting in the back. Lap 1, Group 5. We're off. Looks like Steve Stevenson is going to hold a little bit of a lead. He's getting some push from Cupcake. No one's getting some air, taking it easy. Steve pulls away and takes a win. 5 points to Steve right out of the gate. Cupcake comes in second. Nicely done from Steve Stevenson at Chaos Canyon. Looks like Arlo got held up back there, just pumped the brakes or something. And the front of the pack just rolls away with it. But Arlo does come screaming in here at the end, making a run on Cupcake, challenging for second place. Saving all of his speed for the end here. Goes to the outside, almost has it. Bay City Darrell will take fourth here. And after the first lap, Steve Stevenson is in the lead. Everyone will finish. Lap 2 has Arlo in pole with Bay City Darrell up front. That's Cupcake and Steve Stevenson in the rear. This is lap 2. Bay City Darrell way out front here. Nicely done, Arlo closing. Bay City Darrell's lead, getting ahead. He gets squirrely, loses control, and Arlo is going to help him through the finish line. That is not intended, I'm sure. Probably wanted to go around, and just at the last second didn't realize where Darrell was going to go, and he plows right into him, carries him over the finish line. Most likely going to give Darrell the 5 points he was already going for anyway. So certainly not unfair. Arlo will take second, Steve Stevenson with third, and Cupcake with fourth. You gotta see this again. Just hilarious. And amazing. A little bit of luck for Bay City Darrell, who was going after that lap anyway. After 2 laps, looks like Steve Stevenson in the lead was 7. And lap 3, Bay City Darrell in pole. Cupcakes up front, Arlo and Steve Stevenson in the rear. Here's a chance for Bay City Darrell to put the hammer down and say, hey, I had that last lap on my own. And we know he did. He was way out there. He's way out front this time, way ahead, even further than the last lap. He cruises through, keeps it under control. Arlo for second, Cupcake for third, and Steve Stevenson comes in fourth. Looks like an 8.2061 on the lap time for Bay City Darrell. Just an enormous lead here. Manages to keep control all the way down this time. Nice smooth line through to the finish. Arlo again bringing all the speed at the end. And yes, an 8.2061 to Darrell for the lap. So after 3 laps, Bay City Daryl now in the lead. Tied with 8, Steve Stevenson and Arlo, and Cupcake sits in the rear of the pack with 6 points. And we'll move into our 4th and final lap for Group 5. Cupcake is in pole with Steve Stevenson up front, Bay City Daryl and Arlo in the rear. Lap 4 of Group 5. This is it. Anyone can advance here with this points that have been earned so far. And a lot of pushing from Bay City Daryl and Cupcake, at least 2 or 3 times there. Not going to catch up with them as Cupcake puts the hammer down. And we'll take first with Bay City Daryl in second. An 8.4945 for Cupcake for the lap. Look at this. Daryl's pushing here on the hill. Gets into the turn, pushes again on the Vista. Man, and then pulls away, pulls back, and can't challenge for the finish, but he will take second. Steve Stevenson with third, Arlo with fourth, and we'll see what our totals look like. Who's going to advance here in Group 5 of the Diecast Euro Cup, and that is Cupcake with 11 and Bay City Daryl with 14. They will move on. Arlo has 9 and 10 points to Steve Stevenson for the finish. We say goodbye to those guys, and we welcome Group 6 for the Diecast Euro Cup Ferrari Series. Let's meet these drivers. The Crazy Canuck, number 37 from the A team. He's in the only Ferrari Dino 246 GTS in the field, 50 grams. And number 4, Daddy G from G4 Diecast Racing. He's in the F40, a popular ride for this tournament, 66 grams. And number 2, Piggy Too Little from Monster Motorsports in the F355 Challenge, sitting on 56 grams. And finally, number 14, Ms. Debbie from Blazing Diamonds Racing, new to the Deep Eddy Raceway. That's the 355, weighing in 49 grams. And lap 1 in Group 6, Piggy Too Little's in pole with Daddy G up front. That's the Canuck, and Miss Debbie in the rear. Piggy Too Little and Crazy Canuck very tight, pulling way ahead from the pack. Canuck spins out on the rails. Piggy Too Little a little squirrely, but will finish. And Daddy G as well as Ms. Debbie will finish the whole group. Those guys just pull back on the outside, and Crazy Canuck going Tony Hawk, able to recover and finish in reverse, almost challenging Piggy Too Little. That was Daddy G who came blazing in there to challenge Piggy Too Little for first. Almost gets it. The Canuck will finish third, and fourth goes to Ms. Debbie. Look at that. Piggy Too Little, laser beam, taking the win. Very close with Daddy G screaming through there. Hammer down, looking to challenge Piggy Too Little. After the first lap, Piggy Too Little in the lead with 5. 3 to Daddy G, 2 to Crazy Canuck, Crazy Canuck, 1 to Ms. Debbie. And we're into lap 2. Daddy G up front in pole with Ms. Debbie. Piggy Too Little and Crazy Canuck in the rear. Lap 2, Group 6. They're off. Daddy G pulling way ahead after a slow start. The rest of the group is fighting behind him. They're going to tangle here a little bit and scrap for second, third, and fourth. A sub-8 time for Daddy G, 7.6. He whizzes by here after a slow start, gets out front. And Piggy Too Little and Ms. Debbie are just neck and neck into the turn. They split up a little. Ms. Debbie gets by Crazy Canuck for third. Piggy Too Little finishing fourth in this lap. Take a look at the finish cam. Daddy G pulls that sub-8 time. Definitely a second place to Ms. Debbie. Third to the Crazy Canuck. Fourth to Piggy. And after 2 laps, that is Daddy G in the lead with 8. Piggy Too Little has 6 and 4s to the rest of the pack. All right, lap 3, Ms. Debbie in pole. And that is Crazy Canuck up front. Piggy and Daddy G in the rear. Daddy G falling behind. Crazy Canuck pulling ahead with Piggy Too Little pushing. Going for the pass, won't get it. Does get first. Gets by on the outside after getting blocked out. And the Crazy Canuck gets spun around here. We got to look at this. This is really a tangle toward the finish line. Those two pushing right here, goes for the outside, won't get it, spins around. Crazy Canuck gets the pass anyway. Back to the outside, hammer down. Look at that acceleration. And Ms. Debbie will take third. This is wild. Crazy Canuck gets a little lucky here. Everyone does, honestly. This was almost catastrophic for the whole group. Piggy for the win. Crazy Canuck was second. Ms. Debbie for third. Daddy G comes in for fourth. And after 3 laps, Piggy Too Little in the lead with 11. Daddy G has 9. Crazy Canuck with 7. And Ms. Debbie sits at the bottom of the pack with 6 points. Still, anyone can advance here. Any two. And this will be the 4th and final lap of Groove 6. That's Crazy Canuck in pole with Piggy Too Little up front. Ms. Debbie and Daddy G in the rear. Last chance, fellas. Here we go, Crazy Canuck out front. Piggy Too Little closing on the jump. Tony Hawk's the rail slide. Will she close? No. Crazy Canuck's gonna get the win. Piggy Too Little in for second. Passes in the tunnel turn there. Daddy G falls behind from the outside. Piggy Too Little almost jumps over Crazy Canuck. Pretty wild. Ms. Debbie pushing on Piggy. Moves to the outside for a pass, won't get it, finishes third. Let's take a look at that. Canuck, Piggy, Ms. Debbie, and Daddy G for fourth. All right, the Crazy Canuck will move on with 12. Daddy G finishes with 10. Piggy Too Little will advance as well with 14 points. Ms. Debbie finishes with 8. And the 4 drivers advancing from groups 5 and 6. That is Bay City Daryl and Cupcake, Piggy Too Little, and the Crazy Canuck. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Eddy Raceway. We appreciate all the drivers being with us here today. We'll see you next week for Group 7 and 8. And y'all remember, like, subscribe, and share. It really helps us out. And live young. Diecast.